Aloha, this is Reverend Kayla Noel, and we're looking at Freddie Hatcher's back. Now, we've been working with Freddie for about 2.5 months now, and what I began on is he had obviously surgery. He had an esophageal rupture, and he had this major surgery, and because of that, he developed a lump on this side of his back, and it was about the size of my hand here, standing up. Now, we worked with him quite a bit, and this muscle had smoothed out, and we worked on trigger points up here, which was referring pain over to his front of his rib cage. And he just noticed that Sunday, the bump was coming back, and what we had not been doing, we've been doing Reiki. We had basically 20-minute, half-an-hour sessions of Reiki, manual manipulation, and had reduced this hump on his back to where it was flat. Now, it's just starting to, he had a bad day on Sunday, and we had gotten from doing 2 Reiki sessions a week to down to 1. And now we're seeing, because of that and heavy stress and humidity and stress on his lungs, that it's just starting to come back up. And so we want to avoid that coming back up. And that's that. Okay, you want to sit up for me?
Okay.
Okay, now we worked on his stomach, and he was concerned with his spleen being out of balance, but what we have found is that it's mostly the rib cage around here, the intercostals, were affected by the trigger points on the back and causing pain, and it's shifting from here to now over here. The spleen, as he just had a CAT scan yesterday or this week, is your spleen is fine. And this is balanced out. Your stomach is balanced out, even though you gained about 4 pounds. It's a little poochier than it was when we began, but this was very much not balanced out when we began. So, Freddie, just a brief synopsis on what we did 2.5 months ago. Just go through what the improvements that you've seen from the very beginning to where we are now. With your back, first of all, and the hump in your back.
I've noticed that through each session that the muscle was slowly returning to its natural shape. And I'm lost for words.
Okay, what about your pain level? Your back was very painful. You couldn't stand up straight when I first started working to you. And just on a scale from 1 to 10, as from 2.5 months ago to today, even though we've had a little slight setback, how would you say your ease in life is, or your pain level?
In the beginning, I'd say my pain level was about 7. And after these sessions, it got down to about 1. And then this past week, with only 1 session, it come back up to about 2.
Okay.
And right now, it feels like it's back down to a 1.
Okay, we just had a session on your back, and that didn't take 30 minutes, was barely.
Didn't seem like long enough.
But it does. You have a very pronounced improvement in your feeling and your whole being. Okay. You've also had not just improvement in your back, but your abdomen has straightened out. It looks much more balanced. You are now, when we first started working with you 2.5 months ago, how many cigarettes were you smoking a day?
I was smoking close to a pack, and I'm down now to anywhere from 1 to 6 cigarettes a day.
And how's that affected your breathing? You're not wearing an oxygen tank.
No, it's down in my car. I can get to it easy, but today I'm not having to depend on it.
Okay.
I'm very thankful for that, and I know these sessions that I've been receiving is responsible for that.
You also had some major lower sacral pain in your lower back.
Right.
That was one of the original causes for this whole health ordeal.
Yes.
And what would you say? We did a complete cellular mind body alignment on that 2 weeks ago, And how has that improved from a scale of 1 to 10 with the pain that it was?
I'll say it went from about a 5 down to 1.
Okay.
And it's pretty much stayed right about there.
1.
And I'm thrilled for the last 3-4 years with staying on my medication regularly. The best I could do is get my pain level down to a 3, and I was thrilled with that. You suffer 2 or 3 days of 7 and then drop to a 3. Well, you feel like you don't have no pain. And through some of these sessions, when I drop down to a 1, I have a tendency to go out and do more than I should.
And that's been something you've been have to be careful of, is overdoing it because you feel too good or unusually good. But so how you've also made some adjustments on your own with your medications.
Yes.
You were on a very heavy pain medications, and you have dropped back quite considerably. Yes.
Yes, I've taken several different types of medications, anything from anxiety to muscle relaxers to pain. And in the last couple of weeks, I've been missing, I take my meds 4 times a day. And for the last week, or a little better, I've been missing what's the word?
Dosage.
I've been missing, intentionally skipping 1 dose a day, and at different times of the day. And I feel a lot more better. But I know if I was to shorten my prescription of muscle relaxers and pain pills, that I would probably experience a lot more pain. But I've been able to reduce my pain meds some simply because of these procedures that I've been going through. I haven't needed as much dope as that the doctors keep pushing on me.
And you're also breathing better. You are now sometimes oxygen tank free,
Right.
which is great improvement on. And what about your mental outlook? Since we started working on you, one of the things that you do like is clear mind. That helps you. Could you just describe how that's been helping your mental attitude?
Well, for someone that hasn't had much of a mind to begin with his whole life, it's nice for things to be more clear, less confusing in my head, a little bit more balanced, as the way that I recall that it should be. But I've been living with this for the last 4 years, but with the exception of the esophageal perforation, that's just been about 9 months ago. But I have had so much improvement in the last 2 months than I have in the last 4 years with the doctors.
And that about sums it up. Would you recommend that the VA offer this kind of program or training to their workers so they could provide this kind of treatment to their VA people?
Yes, definitely. I'm going to pursue that matter with my doctor at the VA and try and find somebody local here that will do this, continue these sessions for me, and the VA pick up the cost, which they've done that here in the past with me. I just needed to run past my doctor and him give me a referral.
Okay. Sounds good. Mahalo. Thank you.
Thank you.